Bim, all for one for all, out of many one people, no division. And right now we're big up Eddie Vision. You don't know. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Just like a doctor's course, you prescribe. Bim!
Back again, people. Back again. This is Eddie Guna, your host, and I'm here alongside with the Canyon from Gunners. You guys must know Gunners. So, the Canyon, what's up, man?
Good enough, fam. You know what I say? We just have one life, we have to enjoy. So, just come to talk a little bit of football. Big up to all of the people and the supporters. And yeah, man, happy to see you.
Yeah, so some news coming out of the JFF. They had a meeting over the weekend and they decided to go with Rudolph Speed, not as assistant manager, but what they call a technical advisor. What that mean? What that mean to you hearing that from the JFF? What you get from that?
Bro, honestly, technical advisor is just a cover up. It's just as you guys would have already known, them put it out in the public. To see what people would have say. See what kind of backlash or feedback them would have get from people. And it wasn't positive. So them decide say, oh, them are gonna call it technical advisor, but he's gonna be there with the team, he's gonna be in training. Basically coach, right? Now all of this just bring back to the whole point what they done up with Speed already. That is going to be even highlighted now about conflict of interest and Jamaica football just gone to the dogs at an administrative level, because how can you have something like this? I've never seen it anywhere else in world football, right?
Never.
Somebody would have to really let me know about that. Now, this is on a level of like what should be right and what should be wrong. Now, I for one and someone, I'm afraid to say, I have no problem with bending rules as long as it get the result they want. A lot of people might not have that same perception of life, but that is my perception of life. Life is not black and white. There are gray areas. So if this eventually work out, then okay, whatever, them get it done. But I think this is a reflection of the poor decision that they made initially. And they do not want to fire Steve McLaren because it's going to look bad on them. And firing Steve McLaren, this is going to show them they know what they are doing in the first place. And they don't want it to look like that. So they must put somebody in place for basically supervise him, because that's what it is. They don't trust him and it's too late to fire him right now. So that is the route them want to take, and them try pretty it up. I call it a technical advisor instead of an assistant coach. So that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, and I agree with a whole lot of things you have to say. This technical advisor, because for me, if it's not a financial advisor, it must be some coaching advisor, which is hence a coach, because an assistant coach will advise the main coach. That's what Miran Garden was advising Steve McLaren from day one. So he's just another coach in the coaching staff. But I don't like the fact that the JFF is taking us for clowns. Like calling it advisor when we know it's a assistant coaching role.
You only have to look at what them say. Michael Ricketts come out in an interview.
He explain everything.
And everything when explain it sound like an advisor, it sound like a damn coach.
It's not like a coach.
It's a coach.
And that's my problem. I did a video and I said that I wouldn't have a problem if he got the assistant coach. If he gave up his role as a chief or the chief of the technical committee.
And also
which we are hearing that he is still keeping that post.
And also
so for me, that's where the real conflict of interest will start to come in. Because we know before that he said that, I don't deal with the footballing and selection of team, I deal with the policies and all of that. So it's not conflict of interest. Him say it, but I'm on mouth. But now delving or diving into the footballing side of things. So it have to be conflict of interest, no matter how you
And
try
one
to
thing
bring
I
it out.
know, Mr. Speed now give up Cavalier. Cavalier would have come like
Exactly.
him baby. Him build Cavalier from dormancy all the way up to champions of the country. Cavalier was nothing when he picked them up, right? So I don't think that man will ever want to give up Cavalier. So there is, because he said it in a Sportsmax interview earlier this month, or not this month, few months ago, when he was talking about the team, Steve McLaren decision to keep him or not. And they asked him if he would have wanted or if he wants to coach the national team in the future, and he didn't bat it down. The man said, why not?
Yeah.
Zine? So this is because I don't think Steve McLaren will coach you in the World Cup. Even if him get with here, I think they're going to let him go. So I think this is the handing over the torch. Make Rudolph Speed did in our campaign with him and then eventually take him over. And honestly, Eddie, I don't think in this specific campaign there's going to be an actual conflict. Now, remember, I just talked about bending the rules if it work and whatever. Now, I don't think there's going to be a conflict in this World Cup qualifier campaign.
Because
Because
you
Richard,
don't think you'll be
exactly,
bringing any Cavaliers player.
exactly, right?
Because they lost Busy, they lost Calvin, they lost King.
Exactly. So there's no benefit and there's no Cavalier player that has been near to the national team except three. Except Ainsworth. But even with what we know going to happen, there's no way a left back in Ainsworth going to be making that team. So there isn't going to be a real conflict in this window. So if we're going to assess it realistically based off that, there might not be a real conflict as yet. But moving forward, if this is where we are going to go, with Speed eventually becoming a national team head coach, being a part of the technical committee or the chair of the technical committee.
Stick up in Gunners. There might still be some conflict, because say for instance, he sabotages the first 2 games. He's the one that's going to then fire the coach. You get what I mean? So somewhere there still might be a conflict at play.
Yeah, there is conflict there. But it just affect me. It's because me want Steve to leave anyway. I don't trust him. Want him to get fired anyway. So if we are going to look at it from a moral standpoint, and yes, there is a conflict there, right? It's just a matter of, do people patronize to that conflict, or do people raise concern?
For the greater good of the world.
Exactly. So it just depends. I know Jamaica is a lot of people might not want to use this word, but it's a corrupt place. Links do it, and it different. You see me? It now run like our regular places.
We see that going at the customs. We see that at tax office. We see that everywhere.
This doesn't shock me because this is the culture of Jamaica. It's just when we hear the news, I'm like, I just Jamaica this, bro. See, it's not right, but what we are going to do?
Yeah. So you think the coach should walk away? Because for me, I think the coach is a big disrespect to really come and say you're gonna advise the coach. I don't think that's necessary. If I'm the coach, you pay me to get the job done. Don't come sit in front of me and try help me. Spoon feed me. If you want to fire me, fire me. That's just my view.
I think because Steve McLaren was an assistant himself before my last job, I think he knows the pressure that he's under. He feels the pressure and he wants as much help as he can get. I don't think he's that egotistic to be like a Jose Mourinho. We're not going to accept that. I think whatever JFF says goes for him, right? I don't think he's that type of character behind the scenes with administration for really cause the problem.
The more help he gets, essentially would be the less credit he can take from this at the end of the day.
I don't think so. Because in world football, who knows Rudolph Speed in world football? Nobody.
But we would know though.
We would know.
The Jamaican fans would know that
really and truly
McLaren got a lot of help.
Yeah, really and truly. You think McLaren responsible what Jamaican people think?
Yeah, because he's going to be the face, we assume, going forward.
And in England, which is his home ground, that's where him come from. That's why the people who him really want to prove so him can be something. Because of them troll him left, right, and center. Bradley with a Wally. Them hate him from England days. So if he can qualify a team like Jamaica, who hasn't qualified since '98 for the World Cup, he might go get to a heap of ratings where him want to get the ratings from. So I don't think if him get as much help as him want, at the end of the day, when English reports come out, it going to say Steve McLaren's Jamaica. It now going to say Steve McLaren with the help of Rudolph. Still like what we have a report saying.
Even though his powers will be less going forward as it relates to, building the team and tactics and all of that, we expect his impact to be far less. As an individual, I would think that he would not like that. But as you said, the bigger picture going to have it. So, Steve McLaren, but deep down, he would know that, look here, them bully me, and, we're heading to the World Cup regardless.
I'm thinking gone, man. All if we qualify. Gold Cup alone was enough for him deep. The only reason I'm not gone is because
them don't want to pay him off. That's the one.
Exactly. And even if you're not good, brother, if you can't make it out of this group, you deserve. Many even want to say them thing up on your channel, my friend.
Yeah.
You African make it out of the group, all if you're not good. Remember me did say from last year, say my granny could have get with this World Cup. I'm still stand by that. See? Especially now with this group again. It's not a matter of underestimating people, but I've seen Jamaica play very bad against teams of this level and still come out with a 3 point. We play against Dominican Republic, we struggle, we still win. We play against Dominica, we struggle, we still win. BVI, we struggle, we still win. So even if it's going to be very slim, I expect us to get it over the line eventually. The quality have to shine through, and that's how I see it.
All right, folks, we're going to leave it there. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this conflict of interest. Did it really get worse, or is it just the same? Let me know in the comment section below. And do you think that Rudolph Speed, along with the rest of the coaching staff, can help McLaren to the promised land? Let me also know in the comment section below. And big thanks to the Canner from Gunners. You guys go over there, subscribe to his YouTube channel. REGGAE BOYZ content, just to see him good work over there. So I'm Eddie Gona, that was the Canyon, and we're out.